Yes, sir. Look, it's your boy Hot, man. Top left-hand corner, y'all know what it is. Look, my boy dropped what I'm thinking is probably his last single prior to the album coming out. Album is supposed to drop on the 5th of June. This is NIALL HORAN. Um, Anxiously awaited project. I'm very interested to hear where this goes. Basically, and he said I've done maybe 2, 3. He was on a cooking show. I think I've done a couple of interviews. So he been making it plain that this is an album that's gonna be a love album. We already understand that. In case you didn't know, he has a longtime girlfriend now. Look, I think we all just sitting around waiting for the announcement that they getting married or whatever. But this album is going to be a love album. This end of era, the little bit that I've heard, the little information out there, I think that part of this may be dedicated to the band member that they lost, Liam. The title, End of an Era, would suggest that it's something in that vein. That we won't find out until we listen to it. This is the lyric video, no visual for it at this point, and I love the lyric videos because I'm big on the words and trying to figure out really what the artist was saying. So we're not gonna hesitate. Like I said, man, his first two, Dinner Party and the single that he dropped after that, I've liked both of those. And one of my people on Patreon has been putting me down the whole time, actually sent me some inside stuff from another song that's going to be on the album that's a real banger that I actually liked more than Dinner Party and the second single. So I think the album's gonna be good, man. We're gonna dive into this and just to see what this is. But hey, no introduction needed. Look, NIALL HORAN, End of an Era. Here we go.
We had it, pure magic. Remember what it was like. Time passes so fast that I couldn't tell you goodbye. Two strings crying about coming undone. Shadows laughing about the days in the sun. Tears fall down like the future comes slowly. And then all at once feels like letting go of things we're not supposed to. One breath and it's over. End of an era.
Hey, so we see what it is right out of the gate. And again, it's funny because every time I do a NIALL, and there's no visual, I just picture him with this guitar. I just picture him with the acoustic guitar. For me, when I picture him, man, it's like Linus with a security blanket, that guitar. And he spoke in one of the documentaries that that guitar was his comfort zone. You know what I mean? He talked about that in The Making of Flicker. That's what it was on. If y'all haven't caught this out there, if you've been on the Patreon, The Making of Flicker is out there, man. That's a hell of a documentary for him. If you really are a NIALL fan, go check it out. But this is exactly what you would think. This is, hey, we were two shoestrings, right? We connected, super close relationship, and right now it feels like that it's the end of an era, right? That it's almost us not necessarily not liking each other anymore, but the part of the story where we go our separate ways, and it's the ending of an era where we just are so comfortable and so used to being together and enjoying each other as enjoying this friendship or relationship or however you like to put it, that once that is no longer the case, it feels like the end of an era because I'm just not ready to not have you in my life like that. That feels like where this is going. Let's get to it. We're gonna go back a little bit too.
Feels like letting go.
Right, like feels like letting go
Things we're not supposed
of just things that we're not supposed to, right? Like just the closeness of our relationship.
of an era. This thing feels like letting go. This thing, someone I want more. This thing.
That's a powerful line. Feels like letting double back. Feels like letting go of someone I want more of. right? And again, that just lines up with the tragedy that they've gone through as far as losing Liam. My understanding was Liam was really one of the guys that was one of the glue guys that kind of was the connection. You know, every group has that, every group, and I mean every friend group, right, has someone in it where he's the person that checks on everyone. He's the glue guy that, man, half of the group is getting information on how well the other half is doing. This person is what binds the band together. My understanding is, in a large part, that was Liam, even through his struggles. And so you see him here say, hey, I feel like it's letting go of someone I want more of. And in that case, it would mean, man, losing you at this time just feels like our story and our journey got cut short. Man, here we go.
Twisted and terrified, how things change overnight. Footsteps we can't rewind. Careless times, yeah, we sure had some. Naive eyes, yeah, we sure looked young. Tears fall down like the future comes slowly.
Man, hey. Careless times, we sure had some. They were so young. You just know that, man, they had some wild times. You're talking about 17, 18-year-olds in the biggest band in the world. And even before that, what happens is it's just time you can't rewind to get that time back. And one of the scariest, and he talked about it being terrifying. One of the most terrifying things is the thought that everyone is human. And so you just don't know when people that have made up such a huge part of your life in so many great ways can be taken at any moment. And so if you choose to rest in that thought process versus to enjoy the time, that's why it's so important to enjoy the time that you have with the people that mean the most to you, because, man, life is going to always keep lifing. And at any time, people can be gone. And that's a terrifying thought when you think of it, but you just can't live in that mindset. You have to live in the mindset that, man, I'm going to enjoy every moment, because what happens is as soon as something happens, it's like the time is standing still. You hear him keep mentioning slowly. That's the real deal. Here we go.
Careless times, yeah, we sure had some. Naive eyes, yeah, we sure
naive eyes, like we just got an unlimited amount of time, right?
like the future comes slowly.
And then the pain that comes after you lose someone.
Feels like letting go of things we're not supposed to. One breath and it's over. End of an era. Feels like letting go of someone I won't hold. One breath and it's over. End of an era.
I figured they were gonna do something special with the bridge, right? And Niall's music is always so heartfelt. It makes sense.
One breath and it's over. End of an era. So I'm letting go. Someone
You can just, man, it's what I like about this is it's got the emotion. First of all, I feel like the speed and the tempo and the vibe of the track is really perfect and on par with the other couple of offerings from the album already. And I feel like what they've been able to do with this is capture the emotion, but the music itself is not necessarily melancholy. The message may be, but the music is not. And so I think that that's a really sweet spot that is hard to hit a lot of times. And I think they've done a good job of that. And this is a song based on what it's saying, where it doesn't have to be that intricate. You can repeat the main bars, because what you're trying to do is get the point across, which is, hey, I feel like I'm letting go, and I have to let go in some way, shape, or form of someone that I wanted more of, meaning our time together it truly feels cut short. Right. And this was someone that I thought I had a lot more time to have in my life. And so now I'm having to process the emotions of moving forward or letting go with someone that the last thing I wanted was to have to do that when it comes to this person. That's how quick life goes. You get one breath and it's over. Man, hold on. I want to find notes. I want to leave. Just so boom. I understand exactly what he's saying here. At least in my mind. To me, what he's saying here is when you lose someone that you thought you had a lot more time with, especially when you are Niall and Liam and you were in this, think about the amount of life that they lived together, the height of their success to current, they were together, figuring out fame together, figuring out the touring and the being a member of a band. All of this success they underwent together. All of these things that they were blessed with, as far as the positive things that happened with their career and their lives, they were sharing those together. So when what happens is that person's no longer there, it truly feels like the end of an era. It truly feels like you are ending a chapter in your life that included this person, and the book was flowing like it was. And this person was a main component, a major character or a major person in your life as you're writing this story. And now what happens is you're forced to flip the page. So it's like a changing of an era. Truly is. Now, if you Niall, now, hey, I've got the relationship and I'm doing my solo thing. But it would have still been different had I had you there, because you would have been the person that provided the normalcy and that was really a big part of my comfort zone. So now I'm having to treat moving forward like it's the end of something and me beginning a new path with new people and new ideas and new this. Same person. And you're not changing your value system. You're not changing the things that are really important, but it definitely is different. And it's definitely a new era in your life as the person that's still here, that's grieving, that's trying to move forward. It definitely is the beginning of a new era. Man, y'all let me know what you think about this. I don't know where this will be. I'm big on the flow of these albums, so it'll be interesting to see where he puts this on the album. And I've seen some of his live stuff, man. I think this is going to be a great song in concert. I think this is one he definitely does on his set list. I just have that feeling, because it's something that will be great to either flow into a break before you turn up, right? The concert or whatever. But I think this is definitely gonna be a song that's on his set list. Y'all let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think about this. I think he's done a great job dropping solid offerings from the upcoming album. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about seeing what he gives us in its totality, just to hit an album in its entirety. And as soon as it drops, I'm gonna come out and do the whole entire album so we can just rock out and enjoy the whole thing as a body of work. But until then, I'm putting this on both platforms, man. Y'all let me know what it is you think about this. Did this, you know what I mean? Where did this take you as far as your thought process? Leave it in the comments. Y'all know what it is, man. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do your boy a favor, do that, man. I appreciate all of the love. Y'all already know what it is. You know, I appreciate y'all in advance, man. And until the next time, you already know what it is, man. Holla at your boy.